All right, everyone, how's it going? We are live. Went a little bit early just so we can get things rolling here. What's up, Alfredo? Welcome to your first live stream from Texas. Fellow Texan in the house here. So, how you guys doing? I was going to try to stream on X, Twitter also, but it won't let me yet. Got to wait a few days before I get my blue check and I'm verified, I guess. I thought it would be instantaneous, but it's not. So we'll get it in a few days where we can stream on X too, get some more people in here. So how you guys doing here? 8 people in here already. Moonwalker, what's going on from Australia? Australia in the house here. No idea how long this one's going to be. Maybe an hour or so. We streamed this morning for a couple of hours. Can you guys hear the music? The music in the background. I'm on StreamYard now, if you guys are not aware, from OBS. That way I can see the chat and everything in one setting. So I'm going to put the music back on here. And you guys just tell me if you can hear it. Every time I click off of it, it takes off the loop. Oh, I'm trying to get the music to stick. Why does it turn off? Yeah, no music. Can you hear the music now? What's up, metal detecting? Get you some rest, I guess. I know you're at a way different time zone. Okay, we'll see if the music stays on and see if it's too loud. Still got 8 people in here. We did a night stream yesterday. Not too many showed up. Most we had was like 45 to 50 at one stream a couple days ago. So streaming here, let's see what we're looking at. I was going to make an update, a video for Aurora here, but I didn't get around to it, so we're just going to look at it here. Someone was asking for it. I believe it was Nicole from yesterday's upstream. She came in real hot, asking for a whole bunch of different tokens, a whole bunch of different coins. So looking at Aurora. So Aurora here, Coinbase. It's over the 236 at 10, so the bottom is in. Now, if we draw another fib going from the low here to the high, let's see if we catch any sort of support. And the price is trying to hold back above the 618 here. So as long as you're above the 236, it confirms that the bottom is macro in here, and the price to beat is going to be the 0.5 and the 382 here at 17. So if you can hold over 13 here, good step here. And then maybe it'll send the price up and get over the macro 382 to be bullish once again. But it looks good here. The whole rest of the market's doing the same thing to where everything's bottoming out and curling up now. Not going to happen overnight probably, but we'll see what happens here. These are the weekly candles, by the way. So we can see here on Aurora, if it comes up to the 786 retracement this cycle, 71, 72 cents, you're going to get a decent 5.5x. And then if it comes up to a new high, the 1212 or the 1272, that is at about 380, 29.5x on your investment to a 2 billion market cap for Aurora here. So just let me know what you guys want to look at. Bad Rules in the house. Welcome back in. Big Willie's back in the house. How high can Sui go in this bull market? Let's look at Sui. What's going on, Jared? Jared from Atlanta. Got 15 people in here now. Sui, the next Solana potentially. But we do have a chart for it. We've been looking at it. Oh, that's Super. We looked at Super earlier today. So Sui here is getting stuck at that previous high. Got stuck back here, stuck once again. It is wicking over it. That's a good sign. and it looks like a slightly higher high off of this wick. But ultimately, the price to get over is going to be that $2 here, 202. You're at 182 at the moment. Could be coming back down and back testing the 786 here. We'll draw another fib on the chart in just a moment, but you can see it could drop 24%. But if we simply go from the low here to the high, we'll get a price to watch. And you can see we do have that 236 here, which we could even pull this up. If we go to a smaller time frame, we could probably pull this to here and give you the price of about 170. As long as you're above 170, you're bullish to continue pushing here. And then, like I said, we pull it down to here, that price turns into about 150. But we can go with 170 here. As long as you're above 170, this thing may continue to push higher. And as for how high SUI is going to go, with this slightly higher high here, which I believe that is, maybe it's not, I don't know. Let me see. Let's draw a line here on the top of this wick. No, it's a slightly lower high, so I take all that back. So it could be coming back down. I don't know. But as for how high it's going to go, if it comes down, you get it at a discount price. Even if it comes back down like it did back here, I believe we said that last time, it may come right back down and go right back up. But how high is it going to go? SUI here, $50 billion market cap. If it makes it up to about $18 to the 2272, and almost a 10x on your investment. If it's going to go higher than that, maybe. If it's the next Solana, it'll hit the hundreds of billions of market cap. I believe Solana did a 300 billion market cap, or a little over that last bull market. So SUI here is going to go that high. Let me just check it here really quick here. So SUI, if it can come all the way up to the 3618 at 185, what would 185 put SUI at? But yeah, if it's going to be the next Solana, then it is going to be huge. What did I say? 185. Oh, that's too high. That's a 500 billion market cap. There's no way it's going up there. So what was the next price? 33 bucks. So if SUI's going to hit $33 here, then that's going to give you the market cap of 91 billion. So that's more likely up near that 100 billion market cap. It's sitting right now at a 5 billion market cap. So just put that into perspective. It's a huge move to make it all the way up to a 90 billion market cap. So a 90 billion market cap is going to take you up 17, almost an 18x. And we'll just go ahead and mark this down for next time. So if you think this thing's potentially going to be the next Solana, this could be a good target. The 90 billion market cap up to about $33, $30 range, and 18x from today. So yeah, SUI. Let me move this to where I can see it a little better. Let me get back over to the chat here. So Banana Gun Crypto, what is that? Is that some kind of degen play on Dex Screener? Banana Gun Crypto. You have to tell me the market cap and what this is on. Ethereum, Solana, wherever it is. Someone commented on the last live stream update, and I can't remember what they said. They wanted me to look at something. Patrick in the house again. You're a machine. Twice in one day. Yeah, I was off today, so I figured I would do it one more time today. Carrot just pumped 248 flip coins. What's going on, man? Carrot, what did Carrot do? We looked at Carrot on the earlier live stream. Carrot, yeah, see, the music turned back off again for some reason. I'm not really liking that here on. Yeah, looking at Carrot as we looked at it earlier. Yeah, it's back over the 382 at 47 here. Broke the downtrend, had a nice pump, came back down. Let's see if it hit a retracement level here for a bounce. Low to the high, pretty much came down to the 0.5 at about 42, down below it, but it's back above the macro 382. So that's what you want to see. Back to being bullish. As long as you can hold 47 here, you're bullish on the macro chart. And once it gets up over 69.70 cents here at this 618 where it got stuck here and here, potential breakout at that point. And then the target we have on the chart here, the 1618 to 358 takes you up to about an 8.5x. No, I got to switch this now because it did move up from earlier. And you can see that gives you about a seven, almost a 7.5x to just under a billion, half a billion market cap to 423. And then if it's going to hit a billion market cap, so if Carrot is $1 billion project here, 21, 22x up to the 2272 at 1050 would give you that market cap there on Carrot. And you can see the chart on Carrot here on Coinbase. It's not had that nice huge run yet. It's going to be a good play. Let me see if I can get this music back on. It's very quiet. I don't know why it won't stay on. Yeah, I click anywhere on the screen, it instantly takes off track for some reason. It is what it is. Let's see here. What do we got? Can you give a price prediction on DAP? DAPX. DAPX. It's a project on KuCoin. DAPX. We'll see if we can find that really quick here. Seller network. Hey, brother. Polyswarm. How high is ABT going to go? Yeah, ABT has me a bit worried. It's your second largest bag, really? We can do ABT really quick and then Polyswarm. I know I have charts for those, and then we'll get to DAPX and Seller Network here. So ABT, Arc Block. And I believe we're looking at the Gate IO chart with the most history on Arc Block here. So this has you worried, huh? When did you buy in? Because this thing already had a monster run, as you can see here. And as I've been pointing out, just like on LCX, if we draw this macro box here, it's still holding up over this previous resistance that it hit with the double top here, lower high, and then it went to zero. But if you just scroll out and look back, it's at this area and it's holding. And it has the market structure here, the wick and the higher lows here still in play. So it's still not looking too bad. On Arc Block here, if we draw low to the high here, we have this red box on the chart for a reason, or the green box rather. Yeah, that green box. So it did fall below the 236. And if it comes down and goes lower than 123 or at 141, then it's simply coming back down and hitting the 382 and the 786 here. And you would still be macro bullish at that point. But the fact that we're forming this structure that we see on everything right now, potentially the bottom is in. So off of the wicks here, the market structure, as long as you hold this structure here, this thing is still going to be bullish to continue pushing right back up. It's just coming down. The whole market's not doing good right now. So at some point, Bitcoin will start going back up. But you can clearly see low, high, 618 retracement here. So that's what you want to see down here to 136.5. Could get a nice little bounce off of this 618 here. If not, it's coming back down to the bottom of the box, but then you're going to end up breaking this structure here. And then at that point, it could go lower. So any lower than this 136, it could go a lot lower. So that is a big price to watch, in my opinion. So let's get that one off. And then as for how high ABT is going to go here, let me go ahead and get this other one off of the chart for now. We have a couple of targets here we're looking at, which let me go back to the weekly so we can see this a little better. It depends on how big you think this project is going to be. Like I said, it's already had a decent run since last October here. It is up Is this the one that did a 75x already, or was that something else? All right, so this thing did, depending on where you bought in, about a 70x up here. So if you bought back here in October or before, hopefully you took your profit at this point. And then the couple of targets to watch, of course, going from where we are, coming down a little bit from the last time we looked at it here. You can see if it comes all the way up to the 2272, around $200, that would give you a 19 billion market cap. So if you think ABT is potentially a $20 billion market cap this cycle, 140x up to that level. A $1 billion, $2 billion project here, 1.8, 13x up to the 1618 at 18. And then the 1414, just under a billion, 6.5x up to that 867 billion market cap, up to about 880. So it all depends on where you think these things are going to end up, how big of a project they're going to be, which I know there's a lot of people bullish on ABT. But, it could have just a 6.5x left in the tank, or maybe, what would we say, this 13x here. And then that would be it. Because at that point, for this cycle, or, however it goes up, that would be about a 273, 74x if it comes up to that billion market cap. That's a huge move. And if you're holding from back here, what else can I say? So ABT, let me see here. You got a lot of stuff coming in all of a sudden. 18 people watching. Yeah, help out the channel here. Everyone hit the like button, please. It's going to help out a lot. I got into ABT last time. It wicked below $1. So you're doing okay. Okay. I don't know why this music won't stay on. Maybe if I hit that button first and then play. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so what else we want to look at? Polyswarm. Is Polyswarm still moving? So let me get the chat back up really quick here. Go Good said it's better with no music. Really? Bought back in 2020 and still accumulating. Okay. Super's gearing up. ABT is a crypto John. What? ABT is a crypto John coin. Oh, a crypto John coin, ABT. Is he still bullish on it? I don't ever watch him. I watched him like once, a long time ago. So Polyswarm, let's see what Polyswarm is up to really quick. Polyswarm to the moon. Not a lot of people, as I said earlier, talk about Polyswarm. Low market cap, Coinbase. Oh no, it's down below the 382 now. It's coming down. When we looked at it earlier, it was still above this. So we didn't stay above 2-1. There is still 3 days left on this weekly candle here. 3-day candles below it. So it's going to depend on what happens here. High to the low. It's back trying to get over the 3-2. So if you can't get over this, we're not bullish on it quite yet. But it did have a nice little run off of the bottom over the 236, the market structure here. It's just simply getting stuck. So if it does stay below 2 here, you may get a decent pullback here on Polyswarm. And with that being said, what we can do is draw from the low to the high. I believe we did this already today. You're down below the macro 382, the 236. So your last effort to be bullish here on the short-term price action is 1.9 here, just right at that penny or 2 penny price range. But any lower than that 382, then it's probably going to end up coming down to the 618 off of this wick here. And it may push through if it stays over that 1.9 area. So you may end up coming down 28% off of that decent run it had. Don't have a crystal ball to tell you guys what's exactly going to happen, but the momentum is up right now. We can clearly see that with the stock RSI and the candle here. It's just simply getting stuck at the level. So it needs to hold over those other levels there. And then Polyswarm to the moon. Where's it going? We have our targets up here. The 67x to a 2.7 billion market cap to 144. More conservative targets about 72 to 73, 34x to 1.3 billion. And then just under a billion here, you can see 829, a solid 21x up to about 45 cents there on Polyswarm for that new high target. So low market cap on Coinbase, potential to hit near a billion. This could be where this thing is headed to this cycle. A decent little 20x on your Polyswarm investment here. But right now, like I said, it's getting stuck. 2 is your big price to watch. But as long as you're over 1.3, the bottom is in. So back over here, let's see what's going on with the chat once again. When the music is on, is it too loud? We got 19 people in here now. Doing a little better than we did last night. So what did I miss? ABT Seller Network. Oh yeah, DAPX. Seller and DAPX. Let's look at those really quick. Pretty sure we have a Seller Network chart. Seller Network here. Whoa, this thing's all the way back at the bottom on the fib that we've had on the chart for a long time here. Of course, there are all these moves below it, but damn, let me move this. You know what? Let me adjust this now. Now that the price came down on this wick, let's just go ahead and pull this down to the ultimate low. It's going to change everything we have on the chart here. And then, well, let me back this up just for a second. Yeah, now the music's like extremely loud in my ear. It's probably way too loud for you guys. Maybe we're just going to shut it off. Yeah, the music's giving me trouble here. All right. The music was too loud. All right, so if we just simply high to the low, the overall chart. And let's get this green line off the chart without making this too long for Seller Network. Clearly broke the uptrend, came up near the 0.5, down below the 382, down below the 236 here. And then our targets here for Seller, we're going to have to change this new high here. So Seller Network, if we get that off, let's go over here really quick. Where's Seller Network going to end up at? So if Seller Network comes up to, what is that? 48 pennies, 48 and a half. So if Seller hits 48. If I can find Seller Network here. What is the ticker? Why can't I find it? Okay, got it. All right, so if Seller Network comes up to about 48 to 49 pennies, 0.48, then that's going to give you the 2.7 billion market cap. So not a huge drastic change from what we had on the chart here. Seller Network, is this on Coinbase? Too much button clicking going on here. 2.7 billion market cap. So if you think Seller Network's going to come up on the chart here, make a new high, you can see, let's move this up to this new one. 19.5x. No, damn, we're way down here now. Maybe a decent run here. So Seller Network, we're just going to get this one off of the chart for now. You can see that turns if we redo the chart here. 41x up to a 2.7 billion market cap at the 1272 at 48. So not bad for Seller Network here to come up to that new high. If it only does a 786 retracement this cycle, you could see the price of about 10 pennies. So 10 cents would would be a good spot to take profit on Seller Network, and you get almost a 9x from today. And then, of course, forming that market structure we see on everything, the wick, and then the higher lows curling up here. And then we can simply give you a price to watch going from high to the low. It is trying to hold on to the 236 right now at 1-1. That's exactly where you are right now. So if you hold 1-1, which you are holding that market structure, especially if we go down to the smaller time frames here, you can clearly see higher highs and higher lows here. Well, even high here, but it is still making higher lows. So that's the curl up you want to see. So 1-1 is your price to hold to confirm the bottom, and then bullish over 1-4 here. So about a penny and a half to be bullish to push up. And that should push you up once you get over a penny and a half up to the macro 236. And then once you get over this level, that will confirm this is the bottom off of that formation. And then bullish on Seller Network over 2.5 pennies here. And then, of course, we went over those multipliers there. So Seller Network here could be a good play too. Not bad for Seller Network. And then back over here to the chat. That one took a little bit longer than I would like it to. All right, so what do we got going on? We got to look at DAPX. DAPX, what's going on in the chat? How's everyone doing tonight? Let's see here. Super is gearing up. I read that. Better with no music. I already read that. ASM is doing good. Yeah, we looked at ASM earlier. What do you think its next move is? All right, we're getting behind. Crypto Shock for $5 here. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. I appreciate that a lot. That is awesome. Thank you. Didn't even make me look at anything for that $5. It's the way to do it. Crypto Shock 217. This is the first time you've been in a live stream, huh? I appreciate that a lot. Who came in here earlier? So let's go look at DAPX. What is DAPX? That's going to take us a minute. Let me type this into no market cap. They do not have a reliable supply for the market cap here. All right, I'm going to have to make a chart for DAPX. Maybe not here on the live stream, but I'm going to have to go hunt down the market cap. Unless you know the market cap for DAPX. Let me see if I can find it here. DAPX token, Tether, KuCoin. Here we go. So DAPX here. We're on the macro weekly chart. Let's get this pull over here. Jeez. All right, we don't know if we're going to go from the scam wick or not. But at least we'll have a chart for this thing. Okay, so if we go from the ultimate scam wick high to the low, price came up, got stuck once again at that 236. So the bottom is not confirmed in until you get over 3 pennies. And then we're going to draw a smaller one here. And like I said, we're going to have to get the market caps another time, unless you tell me the market caps really quick. But you can see clearly it's getting stuck perfectly at that level. And then if we draw another one here, I know nothing about this project. And we draw it here, low to the high. It's holding over the 0.5 at the moment at 4.2. Well, no, it's now right below it. So any lower than the 4.2, which it is right now, it's not looking the greatest. Lower lows and lower high, or lower highs and lower lows here. But you also, it looks like you may have an uptrend in play, or that if it was broken. Yeah, it was just broken, and then now it got back tested. So not looking the greatest right now. It's probably coming back down lower. And your two final supports to watch, as long as you're below 4.2, is the 618, almost a 37% drop to the 002 level. And then your final support would be a 67% drop down to 001. So if these levels do not hold after breaking the uptrend and back testing it, and the price is still coming down here, then it's going to come down and make a new low. So I'm not sure about this one here. We'll see though. If it comes down and hits the 618 or holds the 0.5 and moves back up, you have to get back over 0067 and you're bullish, and then we'll see what happens at that point. But ultimately, the macro bottom's not in until you get back over that 3 penny price range there at 289. And then we'll just simply measure this one really quick here, going from the low. Whoa, that's a nice move. So to make it up to the 236 is a 7x. If it only comes up to the 382 and never flips macro bullish up to 31, that's a massive move here. 77.5, almost a 78x from today, just to make it up to the 382 retracement. So if this is something, I would say in a bull market, there's a very good chance it's going to shoot up here. But it's going to have buyers. It's going to have to be buyable. You said it's on KuCoin. I can't use KuCoin anymore. But yeah, we'll have to look into this more at some point. I got to catch up on the chat here. We looked at DAPX. What else did you guys say? Better. Oh, yeah, we already read that. I'm way behind here. Thanks again, Crypto Shock 217 for the 5. I appreciate it. Is BTC going to pull everything down if it goes down more? Yep, when Bitcoin's going down, everything seems to go down. Aerodrome. Yeah, we covered Aerodrome earlier. Did you already do ABT? Yes, we did ABT. Crypto Cheddars, welcome back to the live stream. Young Eldor in the house, GST. So GST and Arrow, I don't remember what else we were looking at, but these are real easy to do. GST we're bullish on. Let's pull that chart up. GST, Coinbase coin. I think it's going to have a decent run this cycle. It's still holding up on our green support box here. If I can zoom this in, let me just go ahead and reset it. So you can see our macro support area, even though it is coming down below it a little bit, it's still holding up here. And I believe we would have done this last time, to where we'll zoom in, 3-day candles here. It looks to be hitting the low evenly here, as you can see off of these 2 wicks. So it's still ultimately, if you just zoom out and look at it with your own eyes without drawing anything on it, this doesn't look bad. So until the price clearly comes down here, you're still kind of holding this market structure here. So we'll see what happens. But ultimately, we do have this box here on GST. But this is exactly what you want to see. And then simply drawing on it here. We'll get into the high targets in just a moment. But if I get the right tool here. So if we draw on green Satoshi token here, low to the high, looks like it's coming down to the 786 here. So it could be that final support level and the bounce you need. Yeah, off of that wick there, hit that 1-1 area. So could very well be the bottom here. But yeah, we're bullish on GST. So let me zoom back out on the weekly chart. And then, of course, pull this down to where the price is. And what we cover all the time on GST, if it has a decent little run this cycle, it's got some good chances for some good multipliers here. And we'll get into that real quick. And we can see if it comes up to the 382 retracement, where it came last time a little above, 10.5x from today, just to hit a 382 retracement once again. If it comes up to the 0.5 at 28, you're looking at a 24x almost. So these smaller retracement levels in a bull market potentially could get hit. And then if it comes up and does a 618 retracement and gets stuck, a massive move here, about a 57, 58x to a 1.4 billion market cap. And then at 786 retracement, 4 billion market cap. This is where you're going to get from today in price about 184x up to $2.17 to that market cap there. So it all depends on the market, where Bitcoin's going to go, how high some of these things are going to end up going. But we'll see what happens. But I'm liking GST. As long as you're down below the 236 here at 4 prime buying opportunities. We've been watching this macro support box down here. The reason this is on the chart, if you're not aware, we go over this all the time. Support, turn resistance in here. and then we blew through it. It was support again in this area, and then now we're at it again. So not looking bad for a bottom being put in for GST here. And these are the times to be buying. If you're bullish for next year, no one wants to touch crypto right now, but we're looking at these prices down here, and I don't see how you can pass these up. You got to take a chance. That's not financial advice, but if you want to make money in this market, you have to take a chance on some of these things. But yeah, we're getting the levels here to watch and potential multipliers on these things, so it's all good. So let's get over what else do we got going on. ABT we did, GST, Arrow. Let me look at Arrow really quick. It's on Coinbase. Okay, must be new on Coinbase, huh? Hedgehog said cello gold. Yeah, we're getting too much in here. Cello gold. Oh, we got another super chat coming in. Flip coins for 10 says check Billy, please. Billy, is that on Solana? How's it going, Hedgehog? Sam, welcome in. Do you only use fibs? Yes, I do. I've tried using all the other indicators and everything else that they have out there, but nothing tells you anything really. And if you guys know from watching the channel, we have the stock RSI on the screen here just so we can look good and look smart. It tells you momentum only, pretty much. As long as you're above 50 here with your lines, you're bullish, or you have that momentum in. But usually you can see it with the candles here. Even though the momentum here on GST is up, the price is not doing anything. So you can see where I say it doesn't really tell you anything. But yeah, most of the indicators don't do crap. I know there's traders out there that use them and trade and make money, but that's just not me. If there was a true leading indicator, then everyone would be rich. Bunch of nonsense, in my opinion. But people do use them. All right, so Billy, we're going to have to go look at Billy because we got a super chat on Billy. Alfredo XCN, yeah, we're super bullish on XCN, Chronotech. Also, yeah, Time, Chronotech, I know about that one. Arrow got listed March this year. Universal Codes, what do you think of ADA? We looked at ADA for a moment on the live stream this morning. I don't know. ADA sucks, kind of. ADA was the first crypto I ever bought. I was bullish on it. I made some profit on it. Didn't buy as much as I could have. Bought it very early on. I was happy with the money I did get, but I should have bought way more. But ever since then, it just... No, I don't think anybody cares about Cardano anymore. All right, we'll go over to... Give me a moment to... Let's take this off of the chart. Let's go over... Let me pull up... So I don't do this wrong. We're going to pull up Deck Screener and get into the degenerate plays here. Let me see. Where's Deck Screener? All right, can you guys see Deck Screener here? But yeah, on Arrow, we'll go back and look at it. But as long as it's over 115, it's bullish. And I believe it's going to go to 880, if I remember correctly, to the top of our fib. Is time moving? We'll go look at time if we have time. We still got the Honk chart up here. We looked at Honk earlier. Honk is another good one. It was down here. It pumped. It got stuck right at the 382, but Honk's still potentially a good play. Comes up and makes a new high. Good, decent run there. So we're looking for Billy on Sol. I don't think I've looked at Billy. Billy. Or maybe we did look at Billy. Yeah, we looked at Billy. I remember this little dog's face. Maybe we didn't chart it, but I remember looking at it. Okay, we're on the market cap here, so we did look at it. Sitting at a 33 million market cap, 31,000 holders. That's nice to see. If you're interested in Billy, make sure they have an active Twitter, decent website, and you're good to go. You can also grab the address here and then go type it into rugcheck.com. It's a Solana meme coin checker. Just go type it into that, and it'll tell you if it's a rug pull or not. But that's part of doing your own research. But looking at it here, what did we say earlier? If it comes up and hits a 500 million market cap, you're looking at this thing from where you are right now to do about a 14.5x up to that market cap. So just to put it into perspective, from where it is now at a 33 million. So for a decent move, it needs to come up to a 500 million market cap and get you a good 14.5x on this thing. And it may go way higher. I don't know. I don't know where these things are going to end up. I don't know how high these meme coins are expected to go. If it hits a billion market cap, then about a 28x on your investment. If you think Billy's going to hit a billion market cap. But we can go back over to the price here. And the last time we looked at it, let's see here. Did we go? Yeah. Well, it's not perfect here. But from the low, the ultimate low to the high, it is still holding over the 236 here. It is a meme coin. It's not going to be perfect, but that's all we can really do. As long as you're above 0025, you're at 3.2 at the moment. This thing's bullish over that level. And then we could even draw on Billy here, high to the low. And you can see it came right up to the 0.5, got stuck, pulled back. It's down below the 382. So the short-term price action here, as long as you're below the 382 at 4.2, you can't be bullish right now. But the bottom is confirmed in here as long as you stay over about 2.8. You're at 3.2, so 2.8 is a good price to hold. That looks like it's where it's coming down to. But if you look at the short-term price action here, off of this move down, it is starting to make higher highs and higher lows. So it could be curling up, just as we saw in Honk and Used Car and many others. Once they start curling up, it may run. And we've seen some run lately. So Billy on Solana is probably going to be a good play. Did anyone ask for any more coins on Dex Screener? Let me see. Let me go back over here. Can you please chart? Yeah, time. When we get back over there, we'll look at time. Jackie, welcome back to the live stream. 199 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Got 19 people in here. Already been almost 45 minutes we've been on. It goes by so fast. And she says, thanks again for the live info. What's your top three? My top three what? Top three bullish coins that I'm bullish on? Why don't you guys in the chat answer that? Just don't type anything else but your top three that you're, I guess, bullish on. I would have to say, that's a tough question. Now, that's a different question than the top three that I have the most conviction in, where I think they're going to hit. If I had the money, I would put money in, because I do think Jasmy's going to $1. I'd put money in Jasmy. I would put money in Elon, Dogelon Mars, because I think it's going to about a 50x this cycle, guaranteed, in my opinion. And another one, I don't know. Let's see here. There's so many. There's a lot that I would throw money in, like XCN, GST, Spell. What's another one? I mean, there's so many to choose from. If I wanted a guaranteed 10x, I would put my money in Dogecoin. Let's see if we can get OG to answer this one if he's in here. OG is going to say Litecoin, Litecoin, Litecoin. Crypto, Chedda's ABC, ABT, LCX, and math. Yeah, we did TA on DIA. I did a video on it today. We looked at math earlier in the other live stream. We seem to talk about the same things all the time. Young Eldor, Turbo, Sui, and ABT. Oh, yeah, and Bonk. I forgot about Bonk, Jackie. Bonk is gearing up for a run. So I guess I'm bullish on Bonk because I think this thing's going to have a decent run. What'd you miss? DIA and math? But yeah, while I'm on the deck screener here, if you guys missed the live stream earlier, as soon as I get some money to put into some meme coins, there's some plays, there's some political ones, Trump, Super Trump. Damn, I can't remember now. There's a bunch of dogs on here. Chonky, a bunch of ones we went over earlier. Honk is already leaving. Used car, I think, already left. But some of these that I haven't left yet, the one I'm mostly bullish on here is Solo. Sol Orty. If I could spell right. I don't know. A lot of people haven't heard of Sol Orty. But if you go look at their Twitter and their website, they're doing some good stuff over there. 400K market cap here. We looked at this one earlier on the live stream. I think this is going to be the first one I invest in, because looking on the small time frame here, low to the high, it's sitting right on that final 786 support at 4.0. It's at 4.1. 400K market cap. Everything on the Twitter, the rug check, the website, everything is bullish here. They have coming up on 6,000 holders. And the stuff that they're doing, and the fact that if we just look at the chart, let me just go back to the weekly chart here, zoom out, and we took the small one off where it's potentially bottoming out, and then off of this wick here, and then off of that 786 on that smaller one. If we look back in time, every time it does have buyers, so it does run. And then you can see back here, this is where it found support, and this is exactly where the price is once again. So this area here, this could very well be the bottom for this thing. So Sol Orty to the moon. I'm bullish on this one, I guess you could say. And then if it comes up here and hits our potential new high, the 1618, a massive 365x almost. And then if it goes lower than that, then maybe a new high to here, you're still getting a 100x, over 100x on this thing. If it comes up and makes the new high yet again, which it has done in the past. So that shows you there's buyers on this thing. So Sol Orty, I'm bullish on, if you guys don't know about this one. If we go over to the market cap, and looking at the market cap here, same thing. From the low to the high in market cap, 47x, 35, 36x. And then if it comes up and makes yet a new high again from where it is now at 410K, and let's just say it hits a 500 million or 50 million market cap, that's a 125x on your investment here. If it goes lower than that, let's say a 25 million market cap, still getting a nice 63, 64x just to come up to that tiny 25 million market cap from where it is now. But like I said, do your own research on it. Could be a really good play. If it only comes up to a 20 million market cap, you're getting a 50x out of this thing. So yeah, I'm liking Sol Orty a lot. But let me go back to the chat before I go off on deck screen, because someone may have said they want to look at something. What about Pepe? Giga, what is Giga? Thanks, just wondering, usually just invest in the heavy hitters, but definitely interested in expanding. Okay. Yeah, the older coins with the big market caps, Dogecoin, XRP, Litecoin, all those old coins, they may get a 5 to 10x this cycle. We go over some of them on the channel here. Jasmy's old too, but I think Jasmy's going to have a run. Over the past year and a half, whatever it's been, they've put all their coins pretty much into circulation. I do follow a couple of people on Twitter that cover the circulating supply of Jasmy. Jasmy's going to have a nice, decent, fat little run this cycle. And my target is $1, so that's why I'm bullish on Jasmy. Elon, like I said, goes vertical, has God candles spawn in, so Elon's going to do a 40, 50x. So we got another super chat from Young Eldor, Aleph IM. So math, Aleph IM, and then what else did we say? AA wants to look at Pepe, I guess. Oh, DIA and math. So let me go back. Let me get off a deck screener here. Were we not even on full screen that whole time? How do I get this on full screen? Well, let me just take this off. All right, let's bring back up. Oh no, where's it at? All right, there we go. The old trusty trading view here. So we did GST. Aleph, you said Aleph IM? On Coinbase. So we do have a chart for this one. AIT we go over a lot. Or Aleph IM, there we go. So yeah, we have a chart for Aleph here. Broke the previous uptrend, back tested it, came down, hit the 382. It's back above the 0.5 here and getting stuck right at that 618. So what we're going to do here is draw low to the high on Aleph IM, and you can see perfect, almost perfect 618 retracement, low, high, bounced once off it here pretty much, and then right here, all of these weekly candles holding up perfectly over that 618 at 13. So that's what you want to see. And then you're getting stuck at that other 618 here. So it looks like when you get over about 19 up to 21, you can see the 618 and the 382 here. That's when you're going to be back to being bullish over about 21 on Aleph IM. But it does look bottomy, like a bottom is put in. The same thing we see on everything, higher highs, the wick, higher lows, everything's curling up here. So the price to get over is 19 to 21. Once you get over that, you have 28 in play here. But like I said, over 21, you're bullish once again. And it's holding up over that 0.5. It shouldn't go lower than 14.5 there. 80% move to get up to that 382 or 786 rather. And then how high is this thing going to end up going from where it is today? You can see that if it comes up and hits the 1618 retracement, $500 million market cap, 12.5x up to about $2. Would give you a nice little move there, so not bad. And then if it's going to hit the multi-billion market cap here, 58x up to the 2272 at 914. And it all depends on where you think these things are going to end up in market cap wise. So two good targets here, $2 and $9. $500 million and then $2 billion. And of course, it always could stop somewhere in between, but I would say this is a good target for it. $2, 500 million market cap, and a decent little, what do we say, 12x on your investment from where you are today, curling up. And then math really quick here. Math. To the moon here. So math is the one we looked at it. The uptrend was broken, formed a downtrend, of course. Broke the downtrend, back tested it here on this wick, and it's starting to move up. So keep it simple. As long as you're over the 236 here at 15, the bottom is confirmed in, and the price to beat is, of course, that red line there. I would imagine it's based on a 0.5 probably. Yeah, the 0.5 here at 22. So once you get over 22, the big price to beat is the macro 382 at 28. Once you get over that, you're macro bullish once again on math here. But we'll see what happens here. A lot of things are forming the same thing. I've been saying that over and over again, like a broken record. The wick down and the market structure that's starting to form here. And it's also good to see the downtrends that came into play are now getting broken and back tested, and time to move up. But if you just take everything off the screen, look at the price, it's just going sideways. It's accumulating here. That's what you want to see. Just like what we covered on Polyswarm. Polyswarm had a decent little run. It is starting to pull back now, but it is bullish. Not macro bullish, but it's still trying to be bullish as we went over. And then where's math going to go? If math is going to hit $1 billion market cap on Coinbase, 1.4 here, 1272, 1275, and a massive 59x, 60x on your investment here. If you want another target to watch, maybe it only comes up to the 786 at 159, which is very possible. I don't know the market cap right now, but you can see a 7x on your investment here. So if you buy into math today, probably a guaranteed 7x up to this level here on math. And then even more conservative 618 retracement if you're just looking for about a 3.5x, 77 here, more guaranteed to get hit. And then real quick on DIA, we covered DIA so much lately. DIA to the moon. What is DIA doing? So DIA, we're still looking at it here. It went up from the last update. It held our green support box, which is just simply, I don't know how these get moved. That got moved. But you can see it's simply the 236 here. I don't know how this stuff gets moved. But as long as you're over, let me move this just a little bit. 70, 71 up to about 74.5, which it is holding. The macro 382, you are macro bullish, short-term price action, low to the high over the 236 tells us we're bullish, and this thing's going to continue to push here as long as you're above 70, 71 there. And then where you're at from right now on DIA here, looking good. The couple of targets we do have, of course, is if it's going to hit a new high here on the chart from where you are today, about a 718x, that is up to the 1.5 billion market cap, up to $14. And then to be conservative, a good target where it's probably going to hit 786 here, 314 million and a 3.5x on your DIA investment here. But it's probably from the bullish views it gets here on the channel and everyone asking about it all the time, it's probably coming up here and probably higher. I know nothing about DIA from what you guys asked for, and that's it. So, damn, we're still on a small screen here. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you guys saw that. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this StreamYard that I'm using, so it is what it is. What's going on, Hoshi? Welcome back to the live stream. The Awkward Farmer, welcome back. Said give us some ACH action. ACH action. ACH is a good play too. It's going to 60 cents this cycle. Mark my words on that. Giga. You said Giga earlier. I don't know what that is. Giga on Solana? Oh, can you blow up the screen? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we'll do these. Just slow it down just a moment here. We got another super chat. Hoshi, hello, can you do Kava and Tezos? Kava and Tezos. Yeah, now that we're on the big screen. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. So let me go ahead and pull that up on the chart. Kava. What is Kava? That sounds familiar. Kava. Okay, we do have a Kava chart. I don't know how old it is, but we have one. Oh, it's extremely old. Extremely old. Back when I used to look at when I first started out, looking at the golden pocket area, the golden pocket zone, part of my learning experience. Yes, remove all off the chart here. So Kava. Wow, how old is this thing? Jeez. I may have to switch out to the monthly chart. Nah, we'll stick with the weekly. So Kava to the moon. We're going to go from the high here in 2021 to the low. And you can see it was holding the 236 level, stuck at the 382, came down to the new low. Same exact market structure as everything else under the sun here. So we'll draw a smaller one in a minute, but on the macro scale, you're not bullish until you're over 58, or the bottom's not in, that is over 58, and then $1, you're bullish over $1 on this one. Let me pull it up on the other website. So how you guys enjoying streaming now here on the channel? Still doing updates on the channel, but now we're trying to get into streaming every day. So Kava's at a 350 million market cap. So if Kava comes up and hits the 786 at about 430, so 430 on Kava. 430 on Kava. That's going to give you a $4.7 billion market cap. So we're going to write that down. So if this thing comes up here, that would give you a 4.7 billion market cap. And then let's measure it really quick. Is that a decent move? Not bad. 13.5x on your investment, up to a $4.7 billion market cap on Kava from where it is today. And then just because we'll do the new high, if you think it's going to make a new high, you're bullish on it, $25 would be your target. And if this thing hits $25, a massive 75, 76x from today. If you think it's going to hit 25 and hit a new high and potentially come up and make a new, or come up to this market cap. So what is the market cap going to be? So Kava to hit 25 bucks. I don't know what Kava is. That'll be a $27 billion market cap. So we'll go ahead and write that down. 27 billion market cap there. But that's where you let a moonbag ride. When we get into these 50x's plus, 40x's plus, whatever it is, if it's not like a dog or a frog or something, these are just moonshot gambles. And I say that all the time in some degree. But yeah, the 786 is probably maybe going to get hit. Like I said, I know nothing about the project, but there's your prices, there's your chart. But now we have an updated Kava chart here. So back over here to the chat, you said Kava and Tezos. I forgot about Tezos. Tezos. Let me see. I may have to go check on the kids here in just a second. Sounds like someone's coughing or something. Everyone's coughing, but they all got some kind of cold or something. So what do we say? Tezos. Tezos is probably an old one too, an old chart. XTZ, Coinbase. Forgot all about this one. Yeah, another old one. Not as old as the other one, but haven't looked at it. That was back in the days of looking at things on the daily chart. So keep it simple. Go from the 2021 high down to the low on Tezos. And we'll pull this down here. And it looks like the 382 we got stuck at and then came down to the bottom here at about 54. So 160, you're bullish. And 106, you're confirmed the bottom is in here if it can get back up there. Which I think we forgot to go over the smaller fib on that last one. Maybe we'll go back to it in just a moment on Kava. So if we go from the wrong tool, high to the low, we're down below the 236, but like I've been saying, we're still holding up. Everything looks the same. So if this market structure is going to be the bottom and hold up, the price to get back over is about 69.5, 70 cents. Once you get over that, it'll confirm this is the bottom. You're at 64 at the moment. So that would be your price to watch. And then once you get over 81, short-term price action, over 81, you're bullish. And it'll probably push the price up to, you can see the 618 and the macro 236 here once you get over 81 there. But like I said, the market structure is holding up here. If we go down to the smaller time frames, we'll get into how high in just a moment. But if we go smaller, 3-day, daily, wherever it's going to be, and do a quick low to the high, you can see yet again holding the 618 here. So good. Looking good over that 61, 62 cent range. It's trying to hold the 0.5, if you can see that. Just like the other one we looked at. So looking good. As long as this market structure holds up, you're good to go here for a bottom being put in. So just keep an eye on those other ones we went over and be bullish over that 81. And then after I cover this one, I'm going to have to go check and see what the kids are up to for just a moment, but I'll be right back. But how high is this one going to go? Coinbase, Tezos here. Tezos, the forgotten crypto on Coinbase. Forgot all about this one. But if we pull this all the way over here, and let's pull out our measuring tool. So if we come up here and hit the 786 retracement this cycle, a 7.5x up to about $5. $5 on Tezos. XTZ. Tezos is an older one, and if it comes up to $5, 5 billion market cap. So, well, okay, so it has a circulating supply of 1 billion, so that's easy to do. 651 million market cap, so $5 would be 5 billion. Up here to the high would be about 10 billion, and then of course $20 would be 20 billion. So we'll just go ahead and mark it. That way we don't forget. It's 5 billion and then 20 billion. So it depends on where you think this thing can potentially run to. And it depends on where the market goes this cycle. Where do you think Bitcoin's going? How large the crypto market's going to be? What did I say? 20 billion. So if Tezos hits 20 billion, hits a new high, $20, 30x. 30x on Tezos here. So back over to the chat really quick here. Welcome in to anyone else coming in here. It looks like all the same people. Soothe says ASM pumping. We looked at ASM earlier today. We'll look at it for just a moment. Making sure I didn't miss anything. We got 5-starred. Damn, we've already had 5 super chats. Oh yeah, I guess so. Making sure I covered them all. All right, so going back to the live chat here. All right, give me just a moment. Let me go check. Make sure the kids are doing okay in here in the other rooms. I'll be right back. All right, you guys still in here? 14, 11 people in here. So we did those two. What was the other one we looked at? Someone said ASM is pumping. We looked at this one earlier. Oh yeah, someone asked for Arrow once again. Some of these we cover in every live stream, but Arrow over the 382, as long as you're over this, you're bullish over 115. Breakout over 162. The target we have on Arrow is all the way up here to the 4236, the top at 880, 5.6 billion market cap, and about a 7.5x. And I know a lot of people think it's going way higher, which it may very well. And if it does, congratulations is all I can really say. But yeah, we're bullish on Arrow here. And then you said ASM is pumping. FTM, Phantom. Yeah, we'll look at Phantom, and let me do Phantom and ASM. If you do look at it, use CoinX chart for full price history. Okay. ERG is a close cousin to ADA, created by co-founder Chainlink former developer Alex. Last cycle went from pennies to $20. All right, so we'll look at that one. Let me go do ASM real quick. ASM and then Phantom and then ERG. ERG on the CoinX chart. Okay, let me go look at ASM really quick here. ASM. So for you guys that are new to the channel, new to the chat, What do you guys do for a living? We ask this in pretty much every live stream just to see what you guys are doing, see who we got in the chat. If you've answered in the past, you don't need to answer. If you want to, it doesn't matter. So ASM, yeah, we've been covering this. Broke the uptrend, came down. It's still over the 236. Same exact market structure here, stuck at the 382. So until we get over 28 here on the macro picture, you're not bullish yet. Bottom is confirmed in, but we're not bullish quite yet. But it is looking good here. And then how high is it going to go? We do have the target here, 1 billion market cap to the 1272. It is on Coinbase. So if you think it's going to hit a billion market cap, 24x from today, where it is getting stuck at the moment. But if you can get over 2.8 here and hold, the next stop up is 43, 43, 4 pennies. And that would move you up from where we are right now, about 55%. But until you get established over this level here, you can't be bullish quite yet. And it could still end up pulling back. And then draw a smaller fib here on the chart. For a short-term price action here, as long as you're over the 236 at 2.4, even down to 2.1, you're still bullish here. So if this thing is going to continue to hold and push higher, it could still, pull back 20, 21, 22% and still be bullish. As long as you're over that 2.1 area, 2 pennies, you're good to go here. And then I don't know if I have a phantom chart. Phantom. Okay, we do have a chart for Phantom. It's probably old as hell. Yeah, back in the days of looking at it on the daily for Phantom. So let me clean the chart out. Phantom. But yeah, that's where I buy my Solana memes. I have a Phantom wallet. Phantom wallet is so easy to use here. Phantom looks good here. Looks extremely good, to be honest. After coming down, I've seen this on so many charts to where higher highs here, higher lows, just this same structure here. And then once it curls up, it just goes. But I've seen that on a lot of meme coins. It doesn't have to happen on something like Phantom here, but we'll get into it. Phantom to the moon. I think Phantom's underrated. What do you guys think? And I know there's some Phantom meme coins out there. I don't know what they're called, but I know there is some. So if we go high to the low, came up high to the low perfectly. 2 weekly candles stuck on the bodies here at the 618 at 108. It was to be expected though, because you can clearly see all the support in this area, heavy resistance at that area. But if it comes back once again, it may break right through it. And that would be your breakout point. Once this thing gets over 108, she's going to the moon. And it's getting stuck at the 0.5 now. So it is pulling back here. So keeping it real simple. And we go. That is the wrong tool yet again. Damn. Come on. Low to the high here. You can see holding the 236 on these couple of weekly candles here. As long as you're over 59, you're at 63, you're bullish here to continue pushing. Or push through the 0.5 at 75 here. If not, it's going to come back down to 52 here. So any lower than that price, then you will have about a 16-17% drop. But you're still bullish over the 382 here. But like I said, the overall chart looks extremely well. So yeah, Phantom to the moon here. So let me go back over. If you hear someone screaming in the background, it's my son. He's playing the VR again. So he goes a little nuts when he's on that VR. Can't control himself. Phantom. So Phantom's at a $1.8 billion market cap. Okay. So Phantom here, if it's going to come up and hit a new high, let's say $8 to round it off. So Phantom to $8. What is that going to get us? Now, if I can get this to work. $22 billion market cap on Phantom. Hold on, I'm trying to pull the thing back up if I can find it. too many tabs open here. So 22 billion market cap. I wonder what kind of multiplier that is. Let's pull this up really quick here. So Phantom to a new high this cycle, 22 billion market cap, almost a 13x on Phantom, up to $8. I don't know what you guys' target is on Phantom, but that's a decent little run here. A nice move here for this cycle for Phantom. Could be the target it's looking for. So back over here to the chat. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we did Phantom. Oh yeah, what did we do? ERG. Let's look at ERG really quick before we move on. ERG. Let's see. JJ, welcome in. I don't know if you've been here before. Thanks for the $2 super chat or $2 Canadian dollars, whatever that is. Can you do a video on LCX and your target? Yes, we can look at LCX. LCX has bottomed out. Went over that earlier in the earlier live stream. But let me go look at, we still got 18 people in here. That's good to see. It's not dropping out like it has been. So ERG, what is ERG? Let me type that in. Oh, where are we at? ERG. What is ERG? That is the ticker, but I don't know what it's called. This is a DEX screener coin. You said the CoinEx chart. What the hell is Burger Doge? I typed in ERG and it came up with Burger Doge. It's a weird looking dog. Market cap is $0. Circulating supply is $0. I don't know what the hell that is. ERG, unless I'm writing this wrong. AA, we're looking for the CoinEx ERG. I can't find it on the website, but maybe it's on. Oh yeah, time. I forgot you said time. Time and ERG. Let me get those done before I forget about them. Let me see if I can find ERG on here. Maybe that's on Deck Screener. Well, you said CoinEx, but I can't find it. ERG. All right, ERG. Is this it with that ticker symbol? ERG Ergo? The CoinEx chart. This has to be it. I remember Ergo. Maybe I forgot about it. Let me see if I can find it if I type in Ergo. Ergo. I don't know. Maybe I haven't heard of it. I'm thinking of the other one, the AERG. Ergo. All right, so we'll just look at it here on the Coinbase chart. I don't know the market cap. Can't find it. I really don't want to bring up another website right now like CoinGecko or anything. But we can look at it without market caps here. But high to the low, the 382 got stuck at it here. So on the macro scale for Ergo is 242 here. When you get over that, you can be bullish on this thing. The bottom confirmed in over 144, 145 here. Now let me zoom in on what we got going on this price action here. Doesn't look the greatest. Let me pull this down just a hair, but you can clearly see it broke the market structure on the shorter time frames. Let's go down even to the daily here, making lower lows here, so that's not good. So that could indicate, let me draw a tiny one here. Yeah, it's down below the 786. It held up here, but then made a lower low. So it appears there's really nothing else to see on it that it's coming back down to the bottom here at 62. So another 4% drop, and there's no guarantee this wick is going to hold for a bottom here on this thing. Just to be clear and honest, it could go for a new low here if it doesn't hold up exactly where it is right now. By just going by simply the structure of the candles here and just simply drawing a line here. Let's pull this up so we can see it. But where this candle body is right now, and then that previous wick, we can simply say any lower than 65 where it is right now, it's potentially going to a new low. So you could technically say this thing is going to zero right now. Not looking the greatest for this thing. But other than that, without doing market caps, because it is running the risk right now of making a new low, which if it does, you can clearly see on the overall chart, there is volume here, this volume area. If we were to pull up the VRVP, you would have volume here, and then you have a volume area down here. So it could very well be coming down to this level here, which I would imagine if we draw a fib going from the low to the high, there's probably a 1272 to the downside here, which it's way down there. So if you fall below 62, you're coming back down here at about 30. And if that doesn't hold for an ultimate bottom, then you are falling off the table. But if it holds up here and this is the bottom, we can simply measure this. If it is the bottom, it's probably going to have some decent moves here. We'll see 786 retracement, 16x, new high on this chart here on the CoinX chart would be a very large 85, 86x on your investment for this thing up to 55. But if we ever look at it again, we'll see what happens here. If it holds up and bounces, you know, could be a good play. Let's move this. One last thing I'll do on this one before we move on, because we need to look at time. And I need to get back over to the chat. But if we look here, go from the high to the low. Sorry, my son's making me laugh. He's in there screaming, playing Rec Room or something. Price to beat to confirm bottom is 88. You're at 65, down 7% on the week. You have to get back over 88 here. Clearly, you can see the support, turn resistance. So that's your big price to beat. You have to get over 88 or you're going to zero. Back over here. Let's go back to the chat here. Yeah, LCX, we're going to get to. We got a super chat on it here from JJ. Welcome in. ERG USDT on CoinX. Here we go. Yep. Okay, we got it. Well, hopefully that helped. I mean, I'll be as honest as I can with it. It doesn't look the greatest right now. I wouldn't buy it. Flip Coins. He says he sells windows and HVACs residential. Not bad. Spooky Boo says Head Hog. All right, we got 21 people in here now. So everyone, please hit the like button as you come in and go out. Whatever you're doing is really going to help out the channel here. Still grinding away for that 10,000 subscribers. We'll get there. All right, let's go look at time. Chrono Tech time. You said you gave up. You've been holding for 2 years. Time. Do you guys remember Time Wonderland? Is that still a thing? Time Wonderland. We looked at Chronotech a while back here. So let's move that off of the chart. Yes, just take it off, please. Go from the high back here in January of 2022. This is a KuCoin chart. There may be a better chart, but we're going to look at this one. And you can see the fibs don't always have to be the best thing to draw, because if we draw this, you can clearly see, I see it with my own eyes. If you were to draw this a while back, high to the low, and just leave it here, you broke below it, but ultimately you got back above it. There's clear support and resistance at this level where the candles are sitting right now. So this could be the bottom. And then you can see it got stuck perfectly at the 236. So I know people don't like, you have to technically draw from the wick high to the wick low, but sometimes you just got to use your own judgment on these things, and they make a lot more sense. So just pointing that out there really quick. But high to the low, until you get back over the macro 236 at 31, 32 here. The bottom is not in, but it is making a slightly higher low from this low back here. And then, of course, if we zoom in, it does have that market structure that we've been seeing on a lot of things, the wick low, and then it's trying to curl up here. So not looking too bad. So what we can do here is just go from the high to the low and see a price it needs to get over, which is getting stuck at, as you can see, 18 here. So 1664, you need to get over about $18. Once you get over $18, confirm the bottom, and then short-term bullish over 21 here for a push up. And then once you get over 21, that should send the price up here. I don't know if you're going to get stuck or not, but the 236, that's at 31 to 32. Then once you get over that, it confirms macro bottom. And then we are not bullish on time until it gets over 55 here. So it's not looking the worst. It could very well have been the bottom finally on this thing. If we draw one more, let me see here. High to the low. Yeah, it's down below the 786 here. But on that smaller fib, just watch those prices there. Could be the bottom. That uptrend I'm talking about is, of course, slight uptrend here. But we've seen this on some macro charts here. Reminds me kind of GST and stuff like that. So could be the bottom. And as for where this thing's going to end up, if you're still going to hold after 2 years, it all depends on where you can buy these things. If people are going to buy it, people need to talk about it. It kind of needs to have a community. Large communities is what's going to pump things in the bull run. That's why I'm bullish on Jasmy. Jasmy is going to go to the moon. Very large, strong community. 8x to the 618 at 135. 786 here would take you up to 257 and about a 15.5x. So let's punch this in really quick. So if time here, Chronotech is sitting at an 11 million market cap, 710,000 circulating supply. So what did we say? 257. So if it makes it up to 257, 182 million market cap. So that's very possible. 182 million market cap on this thing to do a 786 retracement. I would say that's not out of the park, out of the woods, however you say it. So this thing could easily do a 15, 16x this cycle for time here. You held it for 2 years, you said, I think. So why not hold it for another half a year to see what's going to happen? And then if it's going to come up to a new high, KuCoin chart here, almost a 100x. That's just a massive move. We're not even going to entertain that. That's not going to happen. If time Chronotech does that move, then Dogecoin's going to $4.20. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Get the idea? Jasmy's going to $5. So let's see if I'm all caught up here. ERG is a pretty small market cap, 53 million caps currently. Yeah, you're welcome, AA. I do my best. All right, we got to go look at LCX for JJ. LCX, we seem to cover this one in every I keep saying upstream, every live stream. LCX to the moon. LCX, in my opinion, has bottomed out on the macro support resistance level. I've been pointing this out every time we look at it. I still remember when I first started covering LCX, it was back in here when I first heard about it, and we were looking at the multi-year resistance at this 14 penny mark. It got stuck here every time it came up here, and then it just blew right through it, came back down. Tried to hold it and back test it, but ultimately what we did is draw on the chart here. It looks a little crazy here, but ultimately the support and resistance at this macro green box area, there's a lot of candles that are respecting and holding in here. But just a visual, if you look at the overall LCX chart, this macro support, all this resistance for all these years is now back to being support. We have the wick and the market structure here. Even though it did pull back where it is, it still looks extremely well. This is what we've been pointing out on LCX. We pull this up here, that bullish market structure you like to see. It is down below the 0.5, but ultimately, if you ignore the fibs, it's at this macro area of support. All the resistance now turned to really good support, in my opinion. So the bottom is in here, even though it pulled back, and at some point it is going to go back up. So from where you are right now, back over 14, we get you back over the 0.5, and then once you get back over the 618 at 20.5, this thing may start moving once again. And then, I'm sorry, I got a text. If we go down to, we're already on the 3-day chart. I thought we were on the weekly. But if we simply draw here, hold on, let me shoot out a text really quick here. Okay. But if we draw really quick, we looked at this earlier. I believe we were below a support level here. Low to the high, yeah, we're below the 618 here at 13. Could still hold up. Still some time left on this 3-day candle. Weekly candle here could still turn into a wick. So without picking at it too much, it very well could hold the 618 at about 13.7 and get a nice bounce from here. But like I said, macro support and resistance is holding. Looks good here. And then as for where this thing's going to end up, LCX here, new high target here. I think it is already up. I believe, what did it do already? A 75x, I believe, from last October, something like that. The $1.2 billion market cap on LCX. So we're looking at LCX to have another 11x in the tank. Hit the 1272 at 160 would be a good target. $1.2 billion market cap. So if it does come up here, which I think it does, good place to take a profit out. And then another place to take some profit out would be the $3.6 billion market cap. So two good numbers, 160 and 250 here, 18.5x on this thing. And then after you take your profit out, let some more ride to see if it's going to hit 4.5 billion market cap up to about 475 and a 35x. So not bad for LCX here. Even though it has a large red weekly candle spawned in here, it's still looking good. And the bottom is in. LCX to the moon here. Back over to the chat. Hopefully that helped, JJ. Super appreciative of your perspective. No problem. He said, Jasmine, $5. Nah, Jasmine's not going to $5. Everyone thinks it's going to about 20 to 30 cents from my understanding. 35 cents maybe. My target for Jasmine's going to $1. I will not accept anything less than $1 on Jasmine. So hopefully it does wait for me. And we're still watching Jasmine. Jasmine may break down still. I don't know what it's doing. We haven't looked at it in a minute. So hopefully I covered everything here. Hour and 35 minutes already. 13 people in here. Still waiting to get a lot of people in here. There's so many people that comment on all the videos that we do on the channel all the time. And I haven't seen any of them in here really. A couple of you guys have been in here, but most haven't. So I think we're all caught up. So how you guys doing? Is it getting about that time to end the live stream? Second one of the day. I don't know yet. I'm still good right now. Oh, we got metal detecting back in the house. He couldn't sleep. He was missing the live stream, so he was tossing and turning. What's up, metal detecting? Let me see. Let me go look at. Did we look at all the deck screener coins? Let me go to the list over here. Let's go to, this is where we have all the big players at. Older coins and big players. Caspa's still trying to hold up. Let me see here. What is Jasmine up to? Hold on, let me fix this. I can't see anything. Oh yeah, someone asked for ACH earlier. I just spoke about it, but I didn't look at it. But we'll look at ACH real quick. Ondo's trying to hold up and stay bullish over the 382. Algo's another good one. No one's asked for Algo on the live streams yet. Algo's holding the uptrend. Algo looks good. Algo's on Coinbase. I am bullish on Algo for this cycle. I think Algo is going to have a decent run here. I don't remember why there's a yellow line on the chart, but there's got to be a reason for it. Let me see here if I can zoom out. So a yellow line. Oh, that was just to give you guys a visual. Just like we've been seeing, macro support, the 618 is going to be heavy resistance. So if the price of Algo comes up to 75 cents, there's probably going to be a lot of sellers up here. So just be aware of that. And as we've been covering, good place to take profit. 75 cents on Algo, a 62 or 6.2 billion market cap, and a decent from today a 6x, 6.5x on your investment here. A lot of good targets on Algo. 135, 11 billion market cap, 786 retracement, and 11x. And then if you're super bullish on this thing, 1272, $7, almost a 60x, up to a 60 billion market cap, about a 61 to 62x. Algo's another one that I want to hang around down here below the 236. So when I get some money, if it's still down here below 20 cents, I'm going to buy into Algo, and then Algo is going to go to the moon. Algo, GST, XCN, Spell, all of these are my rollover plays for Coinbase that I'll feel comfortable throwing in a decent amount of money and then let it ride to these targets here. But first, I got to get the money. But yeah, some good plays. It's 1 a.m. here. We'll try to go back to sleep and watch the stream tomorrow. Has anyone been bullish on XCN on the stream? No, no one's asked for XCN. No one cares. No one in here but you is bullish on XCN. I'm bullish on XCN, but no one in here has asked for it yet. 13 people in here. But yeah, go back to sleep, get some sleep. Don't know when. I'll probably live stream for everyone in here tomorrow. It'll be an afternoon stream again because I have to work all day. I'm on the schedule to work the next 5 days, so we'll try to squeeze in some videos and some live streams until then. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I live streamed twice today, because I'm going to be working tomorrow, and there's no telling how the day is going to go tomorrow. No telling how I'm going to feel when I get home. But yeah, we've been doing this again. What is it? Coming up on 1-4. I'm trying to get to another 2-hour live stream here. So does anybody else? I think I caught up on everything. 6 super chats on this one. I thank you guys very much. It's helping out a lot. Big Willie was in here earlier. Big Willie came in yesterday. $100 super chat for Big Willie. Appreciate that a lot. What line of work are you in? I'm in the healthcare industry. Didn't used to be. Used to have a job for over 21 years and then got laid off. And I didn't work for 5 months. That's the reason I'm broke. And then other things happened. That's the reason I had to pull my money out of the market. I've said this story a million times. But yeah, didn't work for a good while. And then I ended up getting into a whole different line of work, which has its days. But it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, especially being older. I don't know how many of you guys are older, but I'm over 40. I don't know if I've ever said that before, but yeah, I'm over 40. And, after 21 years of one certain job and then having to switch over and do something completely different. It's not the greatest of times, but working through it. Doing my best not to miss out on this bull market that's coming up. But yeah, we're here trying to get this channel going. This is what I want to do full time is YouTube. YouTube and crypto. Got another year of bull market, so the channel's going to grow like crazy, I think, this next year. And then if it works out, hopefully I make money with you guys, and then we'll be here probably through the bear market. There's a lot of stuff to talk about during the bear market. There's still going to be coins coming out. Meme coins are probably never going to go away. We're going to gamble forever on Solana meme coins, more likely than not. So if we make money this cycle, we can do a lot of gambling in the bear market. And then 4 years from now, we'll be poor again, and then we'll do this all over again. When that's stuck, that would be horrible. If we blow all our money during the bear market because there's nothing else to do. But yeah, metal detecting says I'm 44. Nice. Yep. Bunch of middle-aged people gambling away our money on crypto. What the world is coming to. Imaginary money. 10 people in here watching. I guess we covered everything. Everyone's leaving. So, damn, it jumped up to 15. But yeah, do any of you guys out there, anybody, metal detecting, who else is in here? I don't know who's still in here. AA, flip coins. Does anybody in your life talk about crypto? Or when you talk about crypto, do their eyes just glaze over and they don't care at all? That's how mine is. If I talk about crypto to anybody in my family, the kids think I'm crazy. They don't know what I'm talking about. And then anybody else that's older, they don't care. They think it's a bunch of rubbish. You want to own one Bitcoin? That would be nice. Hopefully after the bull run, I will be able to. Yeah, that's what we can do after the bull run. If you guys are still around and you don't leave me, then we can potentially find out some investments to do or something. Not financial advice, of course, at that time, but there's a lot of different things you can do with a bunch of money. Put your money in a bank and just let it earn interest. We can do stocks, maybe gamble on meme coins. Says my wife, but she's supportive, has a good eye for coins. Yeah, I don't have that. Mine does not care. She thinks I'm wasting my time on crypto and this channel. So until I make some decent money on crypto, have something to show for it, or this channel continues to grow and I don't have to work anymore, she doesn't give a shit. Sorry about my language, but you get the idea. Doesn't care. And like I told you guys before, in between jobs when I got laid off, we're getting off track here. No more crypto, but yeah, it was some young guys in the store. I worked in a grocery store for just a little bit, and we just started talking. We started talking about crypto, and the only thing they knew about was Bitcoin and Dogecoin. They had no idea meme coins or anything else. They had no idea what I was talking about. So the majority of people out there have no idea the potential of this thing, of crypto here, the potential to make money and lose money. They just go by what they hear on TV or in passing. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, whatever's big. My husband is into crypto, and I convinced my sister to invest in it. Nobody else interested in it. Yeah. I convinced a couple of people. My sister, I believe, I got her to download Coinbase and invest in some stuff. But since then, they just don't care anymore. They just delete the app and go on with their lives. When you make it, don't show it, haha. What does that mean? If I make it, we'll see. I'll be happy if I make it, but we'll see what happens. We're just kind of hanging out now, I guess. Trying to get to 2 hours here. So, what do you guys think about? Oh, don't show your wife the money. But I have to rub it in. I have to be like, I told you crypto was going to do something 5 years later. She told me the other day, I've been talking about crypto for years and I have nothing to show for it. And I was like, you're right, but you don't understand. It's almost 2025. I've learned the bull run's coming and it's going to make people money. I've put max of 8 grand in since 2022, and at one point it went up to 44K, back down. Damn. Yeah, it's been a rough time for a long time now for everyone buying in. And it's crazy because, us that have been here from the last bull run, money in. I've had so much money in, but then so much money lost, and now I'm poor. But then you have these people that come in and they buy a meme coin, like the last one that went, Moodidge. Moodidge on Solana did that bazillion X just a couple days ago or whatever it was. Went viral on TikTok and it just went to the moon. I don't know if you guys saw that article, but some dude made, I think he put 8 grand in or 800, whatever it was, but he came out overnight a millionaire. That's what sucks. We've been in this so long, and then these people come in here and, oh, I'm gonna put $100 on Moodidge, and oh, I'm a millionaire. Jasmine was my big runner. Yeah, so XCN is gonna be your big runner this year, huh? Yeah, and I think it's rare to see women, girls in crypto, like Alicia here said. Your husband is into crypto, and I convinced my sister. But it's good to see you're into crypto. I think people that don't know about crypto now, they're just, I don't know what to say, but I don't know. They're missing out, is what I'm trying to say. Because crypto is digital. Everything's digital nowadays. Everyone has a phone or a tablet or an Xbox or a PlayStation in their face all the time. Nobody wants to hear about it. Yeah, I agree, head hog. Scams, and people have lost a lot of money on it, and it's a shitty market. Yeah, I've been scammed so many times, lost so much money, but I've also learned over the years. And now we're at that time. We're almost there. We're right on the doorstep of this happening. And I was so prepared when at the beginning of this year, I still had my other job. I had money in the market, and everything just flipped on its head. And then I was just saying to myself, "Oh my God, I'm gonna miss the bull market. I've been waiting so long for it, and I'm gonna miss it now." But we're grinding away. We're gonna see what we can do here. I still have, coins. I don't know the amount, thousands, hundred thousands, millions of coins on my Phantom wallet on Pancake Swap, but the coin, it's worth less than a penny. They're all worthless because I bought them and they went to zero. So I still have a lot of coins on different scam tokens and whatever, but they're worthless. There was one I bought, I believe it was on Pancake Swap. Yeah, Pancake Swap. It was called Num Num, I think. I threw $100 at Num Num. It came out, went to the moon. My investment went up to, I think, over $2,500. Wouldn't let me sell, and I just watched it go to zero. It just would not let you sell. You couldn't sell. So that sucked. I remember that. I was doing that at work one day, gambling. How did I learn TA? Self-taught, my man, or whatever the family is. How do you say that? The Sita family? I've never seen that last name before, but I've just been teaching myself over the years, playing around with all the different indicators, and the best ones I found that works, that's respected and seems to work, is the fibs. So that's why I do fibs. I like the fibs. It's pretty much simply support and resistance, and it works. So you can't beat it. And we don't call them all right all the time here on the channel, or I don't know why I say we, but most of the times we know where things are heading to. We can see market structure and support and resistance, and we can see what's happening here. So us looking now at all these different coins that we're bullish on, we're seeing the bottoms being put in, whatever we're looking at. So looking at algo here, uptrend, potential bottom, the formation that's here. Everyone right now is bearish on crypto. No one's going to buy algo right now. No one's buying except for a select few. Maybe you guys that watch the channel, I don't know. But you got to buy at the bottom here. That's the only way to make money. That's the way I see it. People are going to buy in when the market's green and everything's going to the moon. And we know this from the last bull market cycle. Everyone piles into everything when it's already got God candles spawned in, because they listen to the influencers on YouTube and they say everything's going to $1 billion or wherever the hell it's going, and they believe it, they buy in, and they're left holding the bags. And I was almost the same way last cycle. I was real big into Shiba, ADA, and then Shiba. I bought a whole bunch of Shiba, was on Shiba Swap. I staked a bunch of my Shiba because I was watching the influencers, and they were saying it's going to go to the moon forever and all this stuff. But then at that moment, I started learning the charting stuff, and I was looking, and I ended up selling almost the top on Shiba. I didn't have enough because I wasn't that, I was pretty new to crypto and didn't buy enough Shiba and ADA, but I knew to get out. Everyone was piling in. All the influencers were saying to the moon. And then right after that, Shiba just went to nothing. And that was a big eye-opening moment for, a crypto investor. You see it. You can't listen to these influencers. A lot of the influencers, nothing bad about them. They're doing their thing. They're making money, but they say nothing. It's useless, in my opinion. Yeah, you said that it the CS throws people off. Oh, okay. I said it right. Okay. My biggest bag is PNG, so that's how I found your page. Okay. Yeah, PNG is bullish. PNG is going to go to the moon. It's still, I'll just go to it since we're not talking about anything right now. So we got a few more minutes and then I'll have to get off, go feed these kids. What am I looking for? PNG. But PNG, I don't know if you've seen the updates here. I don't know why it's not popping up. We're on the wrong chart. PNG is gearing up for a monster run right now. I don't know if can y'all hear that? Y'all hear screaming in the background? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to show you guys something here in one for you guys that are left in here. Not very many people on the night streams ever. A couple of the early day streams, midday streams, we had about 45, 50 people in here. Chat was going crazy, if you guys remember. It was very hard to keep up, but right now we're not doing anything. But PNG here, still holding up. As I said, as long as you're above 2.1, it did come back down. Let me see here. So it did dip down, and it looks like it did end up breaking the structure here that we had. So we'll have to watch PNG closely here, but keep it simple. As long as you're over the 1272 at 21, you're still holding up in this pattern here, which technically the pattern, if we pull this out, depending on where you want to draw it at, bull flag, falling wedge, large pattern here, it could technically still come down here and still be in the pattern and push up. So it could still come down to this green line here. I'm not sure what that's based on, but 16. And then we'd still be macro bullish on it. And that would be pretty decent 30% drop now that it is breaking structure here. So we'll see what happens here. But PNG, as we pointed out in the past, when it runs, it runs. Triangle pattern, went to the moon, did a 9.5, almost a 10x. And then if it runs out of this one, measured move out of this one, then yet again, 8.5, 9x almost. So if it does break out, break over 30, nice green candle is going to spawn in out of nowhere. But it's been holding up so long here, consolidating on this 1272 at 21. I don't see why it would break it now. So it is looking good still. So it could just be dipping down one last time for people to buy in, because once it breaks out, it's going to break out. Still got 10, 11 people in here. Take care, stay safe. Catch you on the next stream. We'll see you, metal detecting. I appreciate you a lot. PNG holding up on the dip today. Yeah, PNG looks good. But yeah, I'm enjoying the live streams here. But like I said, I'll try to live stream. I will probably live stream tomorrow. It's going to be after work, probably after 4 or 5 o'clock, somewhere around there. I'll put a thing up and let you guys know when. See if we can get some people in here. But I'm still waiting for people to show up. We're creeping up on 9,000 subscribers on the channel, and there still hasn't been over 50 people in the chat. Most days it's like it is now, 20, 10, 15. I don't know where everyone's at. So that's why I ask you guys to push the like button and stuff and help it out. Maybe I'm still getting throttled by the algorithm. I don't know. All right, we'll leave it at that with PNG. I appreciate all you guys coming in here tonight. Almost 2 hours here on the stream. We'll just kind of leave it at that for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone, on everything you do in crypto and in life. I'll see you in the next one. And peace out.